Hey, it's James from Finney Electrical, and today's video is all about how to get an apprenticeship. So let's get into this. Right then, so this week we've had loads of people get in touch with me and ask about how to get an apprenticeship or asking for apprenticeships. I've been giving them loads of advice and I thought I'd just bang all that info on this video and hopefully it'll help other people that are trying to get an apprenticeship. I'll tell you about one of the guys then. So this guy contacted me through WhatsApp of all platforms then. And so he's put, hello, I won't say his name. Hello, my name is... I'm really sorry to contact you through your personal number and not through email. I couldn't find one through Google. So it's on my website. But anyway, I was just wondering if you have any electrical apprenticeships for the next year, September, any vacancies available. I'm motivated, passionate, respectful, good on time, and eager to learn. So that sounds good. So I'm a student at so-and-so college, level 1 electrical. So it shows he's actually learning the job. I'm also doing my driving, right? So he's learning to drive. That's good. So that's two things that what employers want to know is you're keen and you can actually drive. Turn my phone off. Right, I've had a work placement with Finney Construction as a commercial placement, and I'm looking for an apprenticeship. So this would be a big career path for me because in order to become qualified, I need to secure an apprenticeship. Fair enough. So I'll tell you what I told him then. So unfortunately for this lad, then I said hi. No worries at all. I've just taken on last year a new lad, and in September we're about to take on another lad. So we're maxed out, to be fair, and also we've got 2 T-level people we're taking on for a few months. But yeah, I said, he put thank you for getting back to me. I asked him how old he was. I'll tell you in a bit, but I put I'm 18 to 19 in July. So the reason I asked him that, it's a bit weird questions to put back to all that. But basically, for smaller companies, they're not going to be able to afford the minimum wage for over 21 or whatever, or over 18. So obviously, you don't make any money on apprentices for the first 2 years. So it could be, what's that, like 20 grand, say, investment. And if they leave after that, then it's a higher risk. If you put that on paper, give me 20 grand, and after 2 years, you might lose. You can lose it any time, and you've got to put loads of hours into that and loads of trading and effort to make this investment grow. And then maybe after, on the 4th year, you might start getting a little bit of it back. It doesn't sound very good, does it? So yeah, so on paper your apprenticeships aren't, it doesn't look that good, does it? But yeah, so I said to him, look, if it's good you're under 18. There's another caveat as well, but if you're under 18, then the smaller companies will be able to afford you. If you're over 18, then you want to be pushing for the bigger companies because they can actually afford that wage as well. So it's obviously a big outlay as well, for definitely if you're like a one-man band. So then, so the other caveat is then, if you're under 18, you obviously get the government grant. The government will pay for your college. I don't know if it's changed, but when I was doing it, and I'm pretty sure this is still the case, if you're over 18, like you're 19, you just don't get paid. So you don't get the money, so you'd have to like fork up like something like 5 grand or 6 grand for the course, which is quite a lot. And obviously, if you're going to an employer, you're going to cost them 20 grand anyway for an investment, and then you're saying, oh, could you also pay for my college 5 grand? It's not looking good, is it? Also, but yeah, the bigger companies that have got like 100 electricians or whatever, and they've got loads, like a big turnover, lots of profit, they might pay for the course as well. So that's another thing to consider. So I mentioned back then, so I explained about that the course might not be covered, but I did suggest just to tweak it a little bit to make him look a bit more desirable. So this is what we've changed his little email. So we've started with a hook, because people get these apprenticeship emails, like loads of them through, and if you're not wanting an apprentice, or you're even on the edge, you're not going to read through someone's massive CV and their massive email. Definitely if you're a trade, you don't like reading anyway, you know what I mean? that's the reason you're working with your hands. So I changed his little email to this little tagline: I will work for free. There we go. That's grabbed the attention. And all right, let's see what's going on. So hello, my name's blah blah blah. Go through his normal spiel about contacting him. I was just wondering if you've got any apprenticeships for next year, September vacancies. I'd love a chance to have a day or more for free to gain some experience. You have nothing to lose. There you go. So you've given him extra thing in there, which is going to entice them in. Oh, I want free labour. Let's see what they're about. I'm motivational, passionate, respectful, good on timekeeping, blah 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 blah. So basically the same what it said. So we just added that little paragraph in. I said, get a few days with the companies and show your worth. They may take you on after that if they like you by the end of the week. And he's put, thank you so much. I says if you don't get a response, call them and say you messaged them, and you'll get to their house early and work for them for free to gain experience. So towards the end of the week, you need to close them. So I've put, say this: if you've seen any benefit with working with me, you know what I mean, would you consider taking me on? And you got to do that closing statement, and it'll put them on the pressure and think, actually, it's been alright this week, and I like this guy, and it's quite nice working with someone instead of just working with me on all the time. And yeah, they're taking in my tools and making my life a bit easier, and I can see he's eager and he wants to stay. And they could probably say, right, if he's eager, he's probably going to stay past the 2 years, he's going to stay to 4 years and stay on at the company. Afterwards, we can make a bit of money on him and finally get your investment back. I know it's not about the investment, it's about helping people, but business is business. And I said, tell me how you get on. I like a winner's story. So he put, I will do. Much appreciated, with a little handshake emoji. So yeah, that's that, lad. So hopefully that helps you. If you contact him through WhatsApp, it's an interesting one. I've not thought of that one before, just because I like speaking to people so they can get a feel for you. I think if it's just words on a screen, it can be a bit cold cally and people can just ignore it. But if you're speaking to someone, the guys go, well, they'll find it harder to go, bye, you know what I mean, just hang up. So for those watching out there, this is what I would do then, those wanting to get an apprenticeship. I've got you a little example here. Right, lads, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this now. It's not too bad on the camera. But yeah, basically what I'd suggest then is to create a little table then, so you've got the name of the company. You're going to put the number in, email, and then you've got a little column say if they said yes or no. Notice there's a lot of no's, I'll get onto that later. And then notes then. So what I would do then, so this is my little table then, so you write out your little electrical companies. Literally, I contacted about 70 companies, so this should be a list of about 70. And then you basically just call them probably after 9, half 9ish, and then just rattle through them. It is a numbers game. What I'd do is get a list of companies out of the area that you're willing to work for, just slightly over, and you're going to practice on them. So you're going to practice your spiel. You're going to go, hello, I'm blah blah, I'm looking for an electrical apprenticeship. I'm happy to get to your house early. I'm happy to work for free, essentially, for a day or a week, just to see how I am. I want the experience. But if you take it on, then yeah, we'll have a chat. But if you're not, then can I have some experience, that kind of thing. And then you're just going to kind of hone that kind of, what do you want to call it? That skill of what you're going to say then. So then you're going to contact them, say your spiel, and then obviously the number's in there, email's there, and you're going to write the notes. So a lot of these are going to be no's. So I had about 30 no's. I had people go, oh, this guy's died now. Do I want to be an electrician? If like 2 of the guys I rang were no longer, you know, they died. But yeah, so in the notes you'd write what we're going on. So no, they're not taking on ever, or taking on next year. That might be one, so you'd leave that white. If it's no, never want an apprentice, and they sound awful, then yeah, you can put it as red and write your notes. Yeah, don't contact this guy again. And then you can keep track of everything. You want to write the date as well. You've contacted them. So that's something I missed off here. But yeah, here I've got an example of no. They said no, they don't want, but maybe after Christmas, contact after Christmas, I might reconsider it. And if they won't go for like, I'll work for free, you know what I mean? I'll come to your house early, and then I'll jump in the van and do a week with you for free, just so I can get a bit of experience. If they're not bothered, then yeah. There we go. Right then, and then what I'd do then, and then when you do it at one company that's like yes or maybe, then highlight them green, and then it's all about the follow up. So they're going to forget you after about 2 weeks, so you need to follow up like the week after. So Monday morning, 9:30 or whatever. We said about working together. Can I get a date? Can I come Monday even? 9:30. I'll come to your house at 7:20 before you set off, and we'll have a week with you just to see how I'm at. There we go. That's a nice way of keeping track of everything. It's what you don't want. Is to start ringing loads of companies and you think, I'll remember off contact, and you're just working your way down Google because you've typed in electrician and then your city name, and then you end up ringing the same guy twice, and they're like, "Haven't you just rung up?" And you're like, I'm not sure, and you look a right idiot. So you've just got to make sure you record who you're contacting. So a nice little top tip there for contacting. So make a table, record every phone call, and do your follow-up. This is a numbers game. So you have to plug and plug and plug and get used to some rejection. You know what I mean? Most people will ring about 3 companies, they won't get anywhere and they'll just give up. But yeah, if like for me when I'm doing it for the business, it's going to be maybe 5 to 10 minutes of phone call generally. So you can do about 6 to 10 an hour. You know what I mean? So it's basically a full day of just bashing it out. But once you've done it, you've done it. So what's that then? It's 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So that's 30 in 5 hours. You know, when you've got to get 70. So it's going to take you about 2 days, little 5-hour shifts contacting 60 people. But yeah, if you, it's a numbers game with this. You just got to keep looking at it until someone takes you on. So when you're chatting on the phone, don't be like, "Hey up, mate, can I have a job?" Nah, who's this kid? You know what I mean? He can't even speak properly. So you want to speak nice and friendly, nice and clear, and it'll give you a better chance of securing at least them saying, "Yeah, we'll give you a go, turn up Monday, and we'll see how you are." What I had to do was practice what I'm going to say and even script it. Because if you're a bit unsure, and I'm back in the day, I used to speak with quite a bit of a stutter and be like, when the pressure's on. But yeah, so I used to script it, and it did help quite a lot. So hey, it's James Finney, and they go, "Who?" But yeah, so I'm just wondering if you are taking on any electrical apprentices at the moment, and if these are different scenarios, so you might have no, and you're like, "Oh, is there like a future date that you might be thinking about taking someone on?" Maybe no. Okay then, no worries then. See you later, mate. That's your first one. If they say they might be taking on someone. Okay, well, is there any chance of coming early to your house and I'll just jump in the van, we'll just do a day together or a week together and just so I can get a bit of experience. You won't have to pay me at all. You know what I mean? I'll do it for free. I just want the experience. I'm really eager. That's your second one. That might get you there. And then the other options is, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Stay 2 no's. No and no. Let's role play the yeses then. Oh great, you're taking an electrical apprentice, that's amazing. So the course starts in September, so would I be able to jump on before then just to get a few days experience with you? So it could be paid or not paid. I'm just really happy to get the experience. So like it could end up being like something like that, you know what I mean? Great. And then obviously make sure you get your dates, times, addresses, so you know where you're going. It can be easy as that. So be really friendly, be really humble, and just, yeah, I think the big thing for trades is people think, "Oh, it's not worth it, they're going to be a liability, it's going to cost me." So these are your pain points, you need to hammer those down. So if they're thinking, "Oh, it's going to cost me loads and I can't be bothered," if you're saying, "Right, I'm going to turn up at your house," you don't have to do anything, you're just going to jump in. So it's now easy because you're just going to be there, you don't have to do anything. And I'll work for free for a little bit just so you can get used to me, and if after that, if you're happy with me, then we'll go from there. There we go. It's a no-brainer. You've got nothing to lose. You know what I mean? If you say that liner, yeah, you got nothing to lose really. I'll work for free for a bit. I'll get some experience. You get help on a few jobs. It's a win-win. And if you're happy with me at the end of that, take me on. So something like that would work really well, I think. But in the meanwhile then, so if you enrol yourself into electrical apprenticeship course then, so like a T level or just the theory side of it, I can't remember what the course name's out of my head right now, but yeah, if you enrol on that, at least you're learning the electrical theory and you'll be ahead of those who just sat about and just jumped on. So there's loads of YouTube channels out there. So there's one called eFix, they do loads of like CPD training, and they've got loads of information that even help electricians, the stuff that you don't really get taught at college and stuff like that. So they've got some really cool stuff out. Obviously watch other YouTubers like myself, and that's everything then who's about then. Some good ones would be like Artisan, and I think Manchester Electrical are pretty cool. You got Cable Smith Electrical. But yeah, if you watch those, they'll show you what they do on a day in, day out basis, so you get an idea of how things are run, how things are wired, and it'll just put you ahead of the game and make sure you're going to be really good in your career. So what else is a cool idea is you're going to be stripping cable your full career. So buy yourself a couple of different cable types of drums, cable drums. You can get like cuts of like, I don't know, 5 meters online. Buy them in. get yourself a pair of cutters, a decent pair of cutters, because they'll last you years. I don't know, like 30 quid for a pair of CK snips, like the long ones, and a pack of Weaver screwdrivers, 70 quid. All right, it's a big outlay when you first start, but you'll have them for years and they'll last a long time. So have a go at stripping the different cable types and get really quick at it. Time yourself and check that you're not cutting to the cores and everything strips perfectly. So I might do some stripping videos.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Well, that sounds really weird, doesn't it? But yeah, I might do some videos where we strip cable and show you like how we do it, and that might help you out. Or even like a little TikTok, because there's quick methods of just, you know what I mean, you push your thumb against the snips and it goes and explodes and kind of opens up. It's basically like the automatic cable strippers, but with your hands. So yeah, if you can get ahead of the game like that, buy a socket and a switch and learn how to wire that really quick. And, you know what I mean? It's all picking up your motor skills with your hands, and you can be a lot more useful to employers if you're quick. So there we go, this is the official how to get an apprenticeship video then. So I think the only thing I'd add is maybe when you're doing your experience days, or getting some experience with the people you can get in with, even if they don't take you on, take pictures of stuff of your work, and yeah, you doing sockets, you doing stuff. I've said in the past, get like a little Instagram profile and let that be your little shop. I've always thought that would be cool, just to even send a little link to your Instagram of the stuff you do, so they can see if second fix sockets and bits like that. If you got a car, just have a picture of your car that they can see, so they know you drive. Just stuff like that, a nice smiley picture of you instead of you thugging out with your mates, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that I'd add to that. But yeah, this is the official apprenticeship, how to get an apprenticeship video then. So we've learned how to do the WhatsApp method. Personally, I would ring them up and practice the spiel, be really clear in what you're going to say, and then you deliver it well, and you've got a higher chance of someone taking you on, because there's no worse than someone ringing up and going, "Can I have a job?" You're like, "No, mate." You want someone to be really friendly on the phone and have just be friendly and confident. That's what you want, really. But yeah, so if you've liked this kind of content, then hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when we next upload. As always, have a good one from me. I'll see you in the next one.